So this is our third video in our booklet, and here we will be talking about rotations. So a rotation is a transformation that is turned about a fixed point. In all of our examples here, our fixed point will be the origin, or the point 0, 0. So our smiley face is turning around. This point is staying in one position. So fixed point also means one position. So if our smiley face has turned to this quadrant here, this would be a 90-degree turn. So one turn is going to be equal to 90 degrees. And that 90 degrees would be going counterclockwise. So we have clockwise, which is the way the clock turns. And then we have counterclockwise, which is the opposite of how the clock turns. So one turn this direction 90 degrees counterclockwise. Another turn would be another 90 or 180 degrees counterclockwise. Then finally 270 degrees counterclockwise, 3 turns, and then back to the original 360 degrees counterclockwise. Now if I go the opposite direction clockwise, I would be at 90, 180, 270, 360. So notice that 180 and 360 are the same from either direction. So because we can get to the same position in opposite directions, we're always going to have two directions here, so 90 clockwise or 270 counterclockwise. So either description works. If we are rotating 90 clockwise or 270 counterclockwise, the image point will use the rule y opposite of x. So I'm going to start by writing down my original points. 3, 1, 3, 4, and 1, 1. Now I'm going to apply the rule y opposite of x. So what does that mean? I'm changing position, and then I'm changing the sign of x. So here's all my x's and all of my y's. So taking my y value first, just changing position, so this is a prime, and then taking my x value second and changing the sign, -3. So 1, -3. Take my y, write it first, 4, take my x, change the sign, -3. And c, y, 1, change the sign of x, -1. So I would be at 1, -3, 4, -3, 1, -1. And so as we can see, this has moved 90 degrees clockwise, which goes around the clockway, like so. So clockwise, or 270 counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 270 counterclockwise. Okay, we're going to try that again. We have 180 clockwise or 180 counterclockwise. So notice that it is the same the same position, whether we're clockwise or counterclockwise. Now, if XY is rotated 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise, then its image is the point negative x, negative y. So what's happening here? We're not changing the position, we are only changing the sign. We're going to change the sign of both. I am using the same starting points again, 3, 1, 3, 4, and 1, 1. Opposite of x, opposite of y, x, y. So, opposite of x, negative 3, opposite of y, negative 1. That is A prime, B prime, opposite of x, negative 3, opposite of y, negative 4, and finally C prime, opposite of x, opposite of y, negative 1, negative 1. So negative 3, negative 1 here, negative 3, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, negative 1, negative 1 here. Oops. Okay, and we can see, yes, that did turn 2 times 1 and then 2 to get to this position, clockwise or counterclockwise. All right, and we have one final rotation to do. If XY is rotated 270 degrees clockwise or 90 degrees counterclockwise. So those are paired up, going in opposite directions. Then its image is the point y, negative x. Negative y, x, excuse me. So I'm going to change the sign of y. So change sign of y here, and we're changing position. Okay, I'm going to copy down my points one final time. 3, 1, 3, 4, and 1, 1. So I want to change the sign of y. So negative 1 for my A prime, and x no change, just the position, 3. B prime, negative 4, 3. And C prime, negative 1, 1. So negative 1, 3 here, negative 4, 3, and negative 1, 1. And so what I can see here is I've either gone 270 270 clockwise, so 1, 2, 3, or 90 counter, so counterclockwise. And that concludes our video on rotations. Thank you for watching.